Yo, what's good, everybody? It's DecepySwag. SNK uploaded this little teaser, or you already see who it is. You feel me? You already know. It's that boy, Big Rick Strowd with the us. You feel me? Like, I like. I'm gonna rewind it back. I like how TEASES can just post it up there. We're gonna take a look at this real quick. But yeah, this is great. I'm actually really happy about this. So if you don't know, I'm gonna put some music on in the background for myself. But yeah, Rick Strowd. Rick is a character that many folks have been waiting on to return to the cast. A lot of people assumed he was gonna be base roster or season 1 or 2. And it seems that what this could be possibly hinting at is more than likely this is a teaser for season 3. If you don't know, and if you're new, first off, hey, how you doing? I'm DecepySwag, SNK content creator extraordinaire, you know, some light. But currently we are in season 2 of Fatal Fury COTW. We had Kim Jae-hun, we had Geese Howard, aka Nightmare Geese. Then we had Blue Mary, followed by Wolfgang Krauser. And now we are in the month of June, and we are awaiting the arrival of Kenshiro from the legendary IP Fist of the North Star. But with that said, this seems to be a teaser, as I said before, for the upcoming, I guess now announced, season 3, or at least tease. It's not technically an announcement, but what this feels like is SNK being like, hey, rest assured, there is another season coming. And this is hot off the heels of Capcom making their announcement for season 4 of Street Fighter. I'm gonna say Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 6, with those 3 new characters and Tifa. I think it was Arjan, Bosch. Well, Bosch isn't technically new, and Yasmin, and of course Tifa, the big heavy hitter, carrying that season pass for a lot of people. But I really like this. Obviously, Masami Abadi, shout out to the GOAT, animated this, was in charge of this. And this shot here, it's a particular shot where it's this right here, like where it starts, and it's like, it's a certain shot where he's like, the light just reflects off of him right here. Oh, that's a good shot right there. So for anyone new again that don't know, I made a video discussing characters potentially coming to the game. I think the video I did, I'll throw like a thumbnail on the screen or something, but I think it was me discussing who the remainder characters were when the game was ramping up and getting ready to release, and then there were still slots that were left. I guessed that it was going to be Rick, Yamazaki, Sugumi Sendo, and Alice from KOF 14. Technically, Alice is from a pachinko game, a Fatal Fury pachinko game. So technically, she's a Fatal Fury character, but that's neither here nor there. Point is, he was one of those characters that I felt like either was going to be base roster or like season DLC. And about a year ago, 2 years ago now, when the game again was coming out, they were all having this exhibition in New York City, and they had the devs there and stuff. And they said basically, full stop, like, a lot of fan favorites throughout the entire franchise of the Fatal Fury IP will be coming to the game. So it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And Rick was one of those characters that was just a matter of when. It didn't happen in season 1. Season 1 we had Andy, Joe, Ken, Chun-Li, and Mr. Big. And I already went over season 2. So season 3, it seems to be Rick. Now we don't know if Rick is going to be starting off season 3. We don't even know how season 3 is going to function. We don't know if it's going to be back to, you know, a regular basis, like a normal fighting game would be, a character every other month, or if SNK is insane enough, if they're going to be like, hey, season 3 starts, let's say at Evo, and we're going to just pick right up and do a character a month again. That would be insane. That would be insane. They don't need to do that. We would like that, but they don't need to do that. But again, we would like that. But yeah, this shot here is just chef's kiss. It reminds me, if anyone is a JoJo fan, and if you've ever seen clips or watched entirely the old JoJo OVAs, the old ones from I think it was the 90s, like late 90s, I think, early 2000s, it looked more like this. He looks good. He looks really good. And I like, they got my man tattoos. I think this scarf is new. I think that's new. I don't remember him having that in Real Bout 2, which by the way, SNK a couple months back re-released Real Bout Fatal Fury 2 on Steam, so it's available there if you want to get it. But yeah, I'm really digging this. I like the fact that it's just TEASES posted up in the ring, like, yo, you know, like, come on down, come on to the ring. I like that he's leaning back and stuff. But it was good. Nice little, again, you know how they do with the little random emoji, no hints, no nothing towards the drop. They just do stuff, right? SNK at this point, we know their bread and butter when it comes to announcement. They just drop stuff, they just release stuff, so this is no surprise. But I do want to say that Rick was one of those characters where I feel like, as far as North America goes, which is where I'm from, you know, US, he is going to be a character that's very popular. And I even said in a video that, for example, Smug the Beast, shout out to him, the GOAT, amazing fighting game player, known for Street Fighter, especially with Dudley and Balrog. He, mainly Dudley, but I remember watching him play Fatal Fury Real Bout 2, and he was playing Rick, and he was playing in work. He was having a lot of fun with this character, and I said, if this character comes to the game, I guarantee he's gonna have a good time. And lo and behold, when this character came out, I saw people adding Smug about it. So Smug, if you're watching this, which I know you're not, you're gonna have a good time with this character. If based off how you felt about Real Bout, just imagine, I just want everybody to imagine what he could do in the Fatal Fury City Wolf system with the rev ability and the EX into EX and all that stuff. And he's gonna be a menace. And anyone that don't know and you're from KOF, think of Vanessa minus a couple moves or change a few moves here or there. That's essentially it. Like, her moveset generally comes from him. Like, he came before her. I don't think in the lore or anything they're married, but I always see, like, people assume that. In my head canon, this is her husband. We never see her husband to my knowledge, but she's married and has a kid, so I always assume it's him. But yeah, like, man, I can't wait to see what he looks like in game. That's always the sucky part too, like having to wait and see what the character looks like after they didn't put out this cool teaser, which gives me hope for something, because now this is where I'm gonna get into my copium from my boy Freeman. What it seems like now is that we're getting, each character seems to be getting an animated teaser. I don't think Blue Mary got one. I don't think they started doing these up until, I want to say, well, Geese had one, but his was more so focused on like him and Rock and stuff, so that makes sense. But Mary didn't get one to my knowledge. But like from Krauser on, we've been getting these animated specials or these, you know, teasers and stuff. You know, Mr. Karate also, I think I forgot to mention him, but Mr. Karate is currently out, you know, sick as hell. My boy Robert Garcia, aka Karate Garcia, putting in work, terrorizing everybody on rank. But yeah, so now I'm thinking more than likely he may get like a little animated thing, which is sick. But if he gets one, then whenever Freeman comes to the game, they gotta do one for him. They just have to. They just have to. Like, you have to do my boy justice. And then also now I'm thinking in terms like, what could I expect for a season 3? Because I know some of y'all are speculating. If I had to give my picks of a season 3 just off the bat, no real thought, obviously Rick. If I had to, Rick, Freeman, I gotta throw Freeman in there, Alfred, then I would say like a classic Fatal Fury character, like a old, like Big Bear, like maybe throw Big Bear in there, or Bob. You know, Bob would be cool. You know, get some more, you know, melanin in the game. Yamazaki would be a good pick. I don't know about the Jin brothers. I don't think they put them in yet. They might be like a season after or so. I do want to see Sugumi Sendo from Wild Ambition. That would be cool if they rolled her over into this. I would be shocked if they put Guy, but I don't think they're going to put Guy in this game, to be honest, unless they do it like last season to hint towards like the new Art of Fighting game, or potentially, you know, a new Briki 1 game, you know, if that's what Harada is working on. Not saying he is or isn't, but you know, you know, just thought. But yeah, lots of possibilities. But yeah, just off the top of my dome, I say like Alfred, Rick, Freeman, Sugimi, Xing Fei, of course, like forehead. We gotta have forehead in the game. And then you got like Yamazaki. Like there's a bunch of picks. There's a lot of ways they can mix and match. And then of course there is always the possibility that, you know, so far both seasons have had guest characters. Season 1 had I'm gonna say Chin. I combine their names. Chun-Li and Ken. Season 2 we have Kenshiro. So assuming they follow this pattern, you know, I'm not counting on it, but assuming they are, there is the potential of season 3 having a guest character as well. I don't think they would. Personally, I wouldn't want them to. I would prefer if they just kept it entirely SNK. But if they did a guest character, I would like for them to have a Arika character. For anyone who don't know Arika, they are the ones behind the EX Layer games. If you ever seen Street Fighter EX and you were wondering who those other characters are, like Skullomania and all of them, Cracker Jack and all that, that's Arika's characters. That is the EX Layer characters. Also, Fighting EX Layer is on Steam. Check it out. But yeah, those characters are dope. And Arika and SNK, like 2 years ago now, announced their joint partnership to bring back SNK's non-fighting game IPs. So it wouldn't be out of this world for them to put one of their characters in this game. And also, it wouldn't be the first time that an Arika character made an appearance in an SNK game, because Skullomania was in Tag Team Frenzy. So I'm just saying, we could see one of those characters in this season. Who exactly? I would have to go back and look and refresh my memory on all the characters in the game. It'd be cool to see Poem. You know, it'd be cool to see anything. But Garuda, saying. But yeah, like this is an exciting time for SNK and just SNK fans in general. We have the balance patch coming up with KO 15. We have obviously these updates with Fatal Fury COTW Wolves, Kenshiro dropping this month, with it being June, which is still insane that they have dropped a character every month. So props to the devs for that. I know I don't envy them. I know that's tiring work. And then I'm gonna make a video about Sam Show and in the hopes that they do something for that. But even if they don't do anything for that game in particular, we do have the Sam Show action RPG on the way at some point. Hopefully we see a teaser or trailer at SWC this year. So that's something I'm really looking forward to. Of all their projects, Samurai Shodown action RPG is what I want to see the most, because that is their most different game in this new era for them. But yeah, like all in all, I'm hyped for Rick. Am I gonna main him? Probably not. But am I gonna play him? Of course, I gotta play him. Like Rick is one of those, in terms of designs, he's up there for me. Like, especially when it comes to like Native Americans or indigenous folk, he's up there for me in terms of design. Like I like his design. Like it's him and then Thunder from Killer Instinct and then like T-Hawk maybe, right? It's not really, it's mainly Thunder and him. I'm gonna be honest, it's Thunder and Rick. Those are the two, but I put Rick above Thunder just for creativity because he's so different looking. But like my man got the, like he's swole, he's shredded too. I didn't realize he had all these tattoos on his back. I actually didn't know that. So that's cool. I like that. He got the necklace on with the feathers. That's cool. Did he have all these tattoos? I don't recall. Like I know he had the joints on his arms, but I didn't know he had like the tattoos on his back and stuff. It's not a lot of artwork of Rick, like official artwork, to be honest. It's not like a ton. But he got the braids, he got the pants. You know he got the pants on, got the slacks. But yeah, they did a good job, and I really like when he go with the fist. Like they cooked. I'm really hoping for like an animated special, like a full-on animated special, or like an animated fight. And I think that's what this is. This seems to be a teaser of like him fighting T-Zog. So we'll see how that goes. But again, we reached that part of the video where I ask you all my favorite question, and that's, what are your thoughts? What do you think of this teaser, potential obviously announcement for season 3, but not really an announcement for season 3, but you can assume it's an announcement for season 3? What do you all think of that? Are you a Rick fan? Have you played Rick before in real about Fatal Fury games? If not, have you played Vanessa before, and does that interest you, what I said about him also being a boxer character, a Native American boxer? Comment down below and let me know your thoughts, and also let me know how hyped you are for Kenshiro. Again, Kenshiro drops this month, in the month of June. We've had a character every month so far, and he is the final character for season 2. So I can't wait to see how he plays, what the trailer looks like. I'm really excited. I'm gonna be honest. The most thing I'm excited for is his, like, if they do an anime special. Like, they have to. You did one for Krauser, you did one for Mr. Karate, you gotta do one. You gotta do one. You gotta do one for Kenshiro. And I've been like trying to marathon the anime lately, so yeah, but I'm gonna get out of here. I yapped enough. You already know what it is though. Y'all be easy, be safe. Till next time, I'm DecepySwag. Later.